Thanks for hanging with me. I'm Mr. Herman. Today's nibble takes us deeper into the Han Dynasty as we explore how they ran their government and how they structured their society. We're going to see how ancient ideas like Confucianism became the foundation for leadership and how Han China built a system that rewarded knowledge, but also had its limits. Are we ready to learn? Let's go! By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to describe how Confucianism shaped Han government, explain how the civil service exam worked, and understand how people were ranked in Han society. This is a question I want you to keep in mind the whole time. How did Confucianism and the civil service system shape Han China's government and social structure? In other words, how did a belief system and a test help decide who had power and how people were treated? After the fall of the Qin dynasty, the Han leaders wanted to rule differently. Instead of controlling people through fear and harsh punishment, they turned to Confucianism, a belief system that emphasized respect, learning, and moral leadership. Confucianism taught that people should know their role in society and act with virtue. Han emperors liked this because it gave a peaceful way to organize the empire. Government officials were expected to behave like wise elders, calm, respectful, and fair. So here's a question to think about. Why would a ruler want officials who believed in respect and learning instead of fear and force? The Han didn't just stop with Confucian ideas. They built something new to support them, the civil service system. If someone wanted to work in the government, they had to pass a test. This test was based on Confucian teachings. So if you knew the material and could prove you were smart and virtuous, you could earn a job in the government. This was a big deal. Before this, many jobs were given based on family connections. Now, at least in theory, anyone could earn a role by working hard and studying. But in reality, most of the people who passed the test were still wealthy. Poor families didn't have time or resources to prepare. So, how might using a test help the empire choose better leaders? And how might it still be unfair? Let's zoom out and look at how Han society was organized. At the top was the emperor. Below him were nobles, government officials, and scholars. These were the people closest to power. Next came the farmers. They didn't have money or status, but they were respected. Why? Because they produced the food, paid taxes, and served the empire. Then came artisans who made useful goods, and at the bottom, merchants. Even though some were rich, they were looked down on. The Han believed merchants only made money from other people's work, and that didn't earn them honor. Confucianism also shaped family life. People were expected to respect their elders. Children obeyed parents. Families honored ancestors. The idea was simple. If everyone played their role, society would stay balanced. Why do you think farmers were more respected than merchants, even if they were poor? Let's return to our compelling question. How did Confucianism and the civil service system shape Han China's government and social structure? Confucianism gave the empire a belief system built on respect and responsibility. The civil service system helped the Han choose leaders based on talent instead of just family. And in society, people were respected not for how much money they had, but for the role they played, especially if they helped support the empire. So until then, Stay curious, stay focused, and as always, make today count.